Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm doing a little night training tonight, and what I'm doing is I'm training for a realistic self-defense type of situation. I'm going to be shooting at this black target over here, not the white target, the black one, okay? On this side right here, that black target, not the white one. The white one's the good guy, okay? The black target, that's the one that's a lethal threat. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using this light, right, my handheld light, to identify it. Once I determine that it's a threat, I'm going to respond to it. Now, the reason why I'm using the black target, right, now, obviously the white target over there would be a lot easier to shoot, but very typically, bad guys dress in black at night because they know it's harder to see them. It makes it harder to see, you know, what they got in their hands, whether they got a knife or a gun. You know, if they're running at you, you know, telling you that they're going to kill you, waving their arms, you know, you don't know if they got a knife or a gun, you know. But, you know, I mean, you're going to use your night light to make a determination or do the best that you can. And then at some point, you know, if deadly force is required, you know, you're going to go to your gun. Now, on my gun, I'm using this Glock 43. It's got a TLR-7 sub. I'm not 100% decided on if I want to keep it on my gun. The reason is because it does make the gun a little bit bigger, which makes the holster a little bit bigger. So here's the thing: the question that's always come up is, you know, are you going to go from your hand light to your gun light and then to your trigger, or do you just go straight from your hand light to your trigger because you use this light to identify that is a deadly threat? Okay, so in this particular exercise, I am practicing going from hand light to gun light to trigger. Okay, so that's the exercise. I'm going to turn off the lights and I'm going to go through this. Exercise. Okay, so hey, what's going on, man? Dude, stop that, get back. Okay. All right, so it took put out four shots. First two shots missed. Now, obviously, it just so happens that target over there is half the size of a man-sized target. In this case, I can hear the ding. Put my light on. I can hear the ding, so I know that I was getting, you know, that I could hear that first two shots were misses. I could hear that the next two shots were hits. In reality, I would have no way of knowing if those first two shots hit or if they didn't hit. So that's why, like in a self-defense type of situation at night, you kind of, you know, once you determine that deadly force is required, you pretty much are committed to a string of shots, okay? Because you don't know if they're going to hit. You know, as long as the threat is coming towards you, as long as they're a threat, until they go down or turn around and run away, you really don't know the effect of your hits, okay? So that's one of the nice things about the steel that I'm using is I can hear the hits, all right? So I know when I'm getting hits or when I'm getting misses. But in a real self-defense situation, you're not going to get those hits. You're going to, you know, you're not going to hear the hits, right? You're not going to hear the ding, 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 ding. You know, so you just have to pay attention to what's the threat doing. Did they stop? Did they go down? Are they turning around? You know, so it's kind of, you know, and it usually takes, you know, you're not going to get that instant feedback that you get when you're training on a range with steel targets. So let's do one more exercise. This time I'm not going to use the hand light. I'm going to assume a situation where somebody just charged me. No time, you know, I didn't get a chance to go to my hand light. I am going to attempt to go to my gun light, okay, as I come out of the holster. You know, the TLR-7 sub, it's a button that you push with your thumb. So it takes a lot of, you know, I mean, sometimes you're going to miss, so it takes a lot of practice so that you can sometimes get to it, okay? You know, sometimes you're just not going to get to it, you know? But yeah, it takes a lot of practice so that you can sometimes get to it. Let's try this out. Yo, what's going on, man? Yo, get back. Stop it. Okay. So basically I got, I don't know if I think I fired 3 shots and I got, oops, gotta remember to turn it off. I got 3 shots, I got 1 hit, and then my gun went dry because I only have 3 rounds left. So I got 1 out of 3 shots. But if I didn't hit a ding, 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 I would have had no way of knowing if I actually got any hits. Now in this case, I could see, because I had my light on, I could see the dirt move a little bit around the target, so I know that my misses were only off by maybe a couple of inches on each side. But you would not know that if you didn't have a pile of dirt immediately behind the target that you were shooting at, where you can see the impact. So a couple of things for you guys to think about in a realistic situation where bad guys were in black, everything's black. You know, it's hard to really see the effect of your shots. You know, you kind of have to just practice, you know, a string of shots. You know, once you make that determination that deadly force is required, I mean, you know, you don't know if it's going to take one shot or a full magazine to stop the threat. You know, you pretty much, you know, you have to keep looking at the threat and determining at what point does it stop. At what point does it go down, or what point does it turn around and run away? So a couple of things for you guys to think about. It's kind of like you know, it's one of those things where there's no great answer. You know, it's one of the, you know, you could do everything right and still be wrong. So try not to get into this type of situation if you can avoid it. Thanks for watching. Drop some comments below. If you're not a member of the channel, subscribe. Hit the bell button so you get the notifications. See you guys soon.